Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with Cheese Compilation number 2. This is going to start with a game between Whisper and Leighton on Daybreak, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Whisper. And his opponent in the top right is the blue Terran player. It is Leighton. So this, let's see, who's going to cheese? Let's take a guess here. Based on the supply depot placement there by Leighton, I'd say he's putting on a wall off, which is not very cheesy. Oh, but he is sending some SCVs out, so never mind. Oh, okay. So proxy stuff with a wall off to deal with Lings coming back and trying to kill him. That's what we're seeing. That is what we are seeing. Where is he going to land these is the question. And the Zerg player. Oh, the Zerg player. Zerg player is going for a hatch first play here. Yep, there we go. Second supply depot. Going to finish it off with that wall. So proxy barracks. 2 proxy barracks. Likely going to be Reapers is what we're going to see here. So this is different from a 3-Rax Reaper just because 3-Rax Reaper stays inside your main base. You can usually come back from it, right, because you can actually transition fairly easily from that. It doesn't straight up kill you if you don't win with it. But, I mean, here we have SCVs, and these barracks are not making it home anytime soon if they get caught and killed. So barracks number 1, barracks number 2. Very nicely done, but ooh, is the Sloverlord going to see this is the question. He's coming back to see if there's anything to worry about. Can the drone... Oh, the drone scouts it! Drone scout on those barracks immediately goes back into the main base and says, guys, what's going on here? There are 2 barracks coming up inside our natural base. Let's take a look. I mean, he obviously can see it now because the Sloverlord is there, but spawning pool just about complete. It looks like he did go spawning pool first here, so lucky for him, he did not go hatch first at all. But spawning full first with an extractor there as well. He immediately has 6 Lings on the way. If he can get Lings right on top of these barracks and kill the Marines as they come out, I think he's going to be all right. I really think the Zerg player can probably stop this. But at the same time, this is a lower level game. Couple spine crawlers coming up in the main for Whisper as well. And immediate production. Go either Reapers or Marines. What you doing here? Gotta go, man. I know this is a lower level game, but if you're executing the cheese, you have to make stuff out of these barracks immediately. Whoa! Full SCV pull! Full SCV pull. Marines are under construction here as well. This is as all in as you can possibly get. SCV Marine Proxy Rax push on the Zerg player. He's got Lings. He's got spine crawlers. SCV trying to scout this out. Does see a couple spines up. You might need more than that. I mean, this is as all in as I mean, this is the definition of all in. So I'm happy with this. All right, here we go. SCV's coming in for the kill. No. You need to wait. I think you might need to wait here for some more Marines to come in. These SCVs are getting killed for no reason. No, Leighton, why? Oh, Leighton, your chances of winning this are now about 0. You got Lings on top of your Marines. You got spine crawlers picking away at your SCVs. When cheese fails, holy crap, that was a big time failure. And that's it. That's it for your game. He brought all his SCVs up. He didn't attack with everybody at once. He could have waited for like 4 more Marines and been just fine, I think, but nope. That did not happen. All right, so lower level SCV Marine all-in with Proxy Rax does not win. Here in game number 1 of our Cheese Compilation, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back with game number 2. Welcome back, StarCraft fans. Cheese Compilation 2017, number 2. Wait, what is this? It's a spinning logo on the Terran Command Center that says, haters gonna hate. It's got a guy prancing, and it has a photon cannon for his head. That's beautiful. Like it very much. All right, so in game 2... here on Daybreak, the latter edition, we have the red Terran player in the top right. It is Mir, represented by Kanmek. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Mr. Hurricane from Fisto. So Mr. Hurricane versus Mir. Isn't Mir the name of the Russian space station? Is that even still up there, or did that, like, degrade and fall to the earth below a while ago? Or maybe it's something else entirely. Who knows? Anyway, 2 probes moving out for Mr. Hurricane. We are seeing some cannon rush. No, that's not a forge, though. Maybe we're going to see proxy zealot stuff. What is going on? What are you trying to do? So 1 probe comes in. Mir says, whatever. 2 probes come in. That is something you need to worry about. That is something you should fear, is 2 probes showing up at your base. Maybe he's trying to fake a cannon rush and force a big response out of Mir, but, I mean, so far I don't I don't see it. I mean, it's like a double scout. Okay, then he jukes in. Maybe hope nobody notices me. I'm going to put a proxy something over here. Something's going to come up on this left side, and hopefully you're too busy killing that probe to notice that I got another probe in. Proxy Nexus? What? What does a proxy Nexus do for you? I mean, you don't photo overcharge the Nexus anymore. If this was, right, an earlier patch of Legacy of the Void or Heart of the Swarm, when did they change that? I don't know. My chronology is way off on this game. You used to photon overcharge the Nexus itself, but then you started photon overcharge the pylon. So the second probe dies. I think this got scouted. Yeah, he sees the Nexus coming up. What in the name of all that is holy is going on in this game, says Mir. I don't understand. Why would my opponent put a Nexus inside my base? That's a cybernetics core. Is he going to, like, make a mothership core out of this and then try to... Oh, we got a Reaper. I guess we should name the Reaper... Well, we can name the Reaper group. How about that? Let's name the Reaper group. Actually, we have a Reaper group name and a leader for that Reaper as well. So this is going to be... Let's see if we can get this right. Let's see if we can get this right. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? Where's my group? All right, so Reaper number 1 is here. Yeah, all right. So this is going to be Captain Bugspray, the Reaper in Citroen's army. That is a reference to a diamond level game that I cast about a week or so ago, but this is Bugspray, and his group of Reapers, Citroen. I don't understand. What are you doing, Mr. Hurricane? This is the weirdest thing of all time. Got some zealots back home for Mr. Hurricane. I mean, he's not even making anything with it. A mothership core would actually do pretty well here, as there's just a marine. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Hurricane hasn't played in a long time, right? And he thought you could photon overcharge Nexuses, and then he figured out you couldn't, and it was just like, oh. Probe pull. What is Mr. Hurricane doing? Oh! And then he recalls to the Nexus with his zealots and adept and zealot and goes for it. What? I did not even think about that as a possibility. Probes chasing down a marine. Don't see that every day. Here comes Mr. Bugkiller and Citroen. They're all dead. Holy crap. Throwing down a pylon in the middle. There is a single tank. There is a single tank that may be, but you gotta kill the SCVs. A zealot right up in the tank. No, the tank is dead. Photon overcharge up as well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. I think that's it. I think Protoss wins this game. He recalls all of his units and his probes. Up here, he's got a forge as well, so he's chucking down a cannon. I mean, Mir is desperately making Widow Mines. He's trying to turn this into a planetary fortress. This actually might be a big deal. That actually might work out super well for him. You got to kill all the SCVs inside this mineral line. There you go. Mr. Zealot has 15 kills. And the planetary fortress is up. It is up. Mothership Core can kill it eventually, right? Can absolutely kill it at some point here. But Widow Mine here burrowing over by this barracks. Right. 2 Marines are picking off these probes. The probe count is getting dangerously low here. I might have spoken too soon. On this one. Mothership Core throws up another Photon Overcharge. Pylon has 5 kills. Photon Overcharge is trying to what? It's trying to focus down this barracks is what it's trying to do. If we can get it into the red, it will burn down, but there's another barracks here as well. And the pylon dies. Another pylon being chucked down there right now. Does he have enough money? He is actually mining back home. This isn't entirely 100% completely all in, but it is, I mean, pretty all in. All right, so Mothership Core is here. Trying to take down this Widow Mine that is burrowing next to it. Trying to take down... Oh, don't fly into range of the missile turret. Oh, Widow Mine and missile turret combined. Take it out. Barracks does end up exploding. SCV coming on down to do what? Trying to take out these probes. The probes are able to throw down cannons. Enough for a cannon right now. Do it. Cannon up. There it is. Cannon in a great spot to harass this mineral line. Maybe another pylon on the left side to harass the other section. of the mineral line. This is nuts. This is absolutely crazy go nuts, insane. I know we're past 5 minutes, but I mean, at this point, I'm going to give it a pass because holy smokes, the Proxy Nexus recall play I have never seen in my entire life. Gotta see more of that. Gotta see more of that. Probe, sneak around the left side. Do it. No! Planetary Fortress killed it. Is there any probes left here inside the base? Inside of Mir's base? I don't think that there are. So it's 11 probes to 5 SCVs, which is not good for our Terran player. Oh, the Marine can hit this pylon without being attacked by the photon cannon. That's a big deal. That is a very big deal. So eventually the cannon will take down this refinery, but the pylon will depower it as well. Replacement. Are you making another probe here? No. No, not making another probe here. Doing a super slow warp in here of an adept. Is it enough to save the pylon? Slow warp-ins are slow. No! And the cancel! Oh, and the canceled warp-in. Just seconds away from finishing that adept. Would have been a huge deal. Still 14 to 7 workers. Mr. Hurricane is throwing up a Stargate follow-up here, so that's pretty weird. Rushel making SCVs. Yep, Mir is still making SCVs. Another Mothership Core comes out, takes a shot from that Widow Mine and almost dies, but has 18 hit points remaining. Has to retreat from the other Marine that shows up to try to kill it. I mean, do you have any pylons you can photon overcharge? No. Trying to do it. Trying to get more pylons up. The probe gets killed by the Marine. Pylon, one of these has to finish. One of these has to finish. They need a safe zone around this Nexus. What are you making with this Stargate, Mr. Hurricane? Oracle. All right. I mean, there is a missile turret back here you got to worry about. But oracles are pretty good. Pretty good. There's that photon overcharge. 1 and 2. Bam. Excellent. Excellent. You know how it's kind of a safe zone. I would recommend some detection. As this Widow Mine, how is this Widow Mine not attacking? Is it on cooldown? No. I think its cooldown is over. Is it seriously not in range? There we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, Widow Mine takes down the Adept and the Mothership Core. That hurts my heart. I mean, I'm not a Protoss player. Keep that in mind. Adept firing in as well. And Adept's trying to take everything out they can here. Single Adept getting rid of some of these SCVs, which is nice. But Widow Mine going fire again here. Man, Widow Mine is hero. 7 kills on this dude. Pulsar Beam taking stuff out. Goodbye. Widow Mine. There's the detection. The cannon does manage to come up there as well. Taking out individual SCVs. Staying out of the range of the missile turret. Out of the range of the missile turret. And that's it. Mir is defeated. Hurricane. Mr. Hurricane is victorious. And Mir has left the game. Oh, that was crazy go nuts. That was crazy go nuts. The Nexus, Proxy Nexus into Recall, into Cannon Rushing, into Oracle was just absolutely nutso. Just fun times all around. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, because that was awesome. All right, so that is going to be it for this game. Let's move on into game number 3 in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's Cheese Compilation 2017, number 2. In the bottom right side of Echo, the Ladder Edition, we have the Red Zerg player. It is Staemon from... Are those banelings spinning around? I think those are banelings, or maybe roaches spinning around there. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is not DeepMind. That's a great name. Isn't DeepMind the name of an artificial intelligence that IBM or Google is working on? That's pretty fantastic, because they are working on training AI to play StarCraft, which I think is a pretty difficult task. We'll see if they can pull it off. I mean, the AI right now is bad. The AI right now for StarCraft 2 is super duper bad, especially Zerg. Zerg is embarrassing. You ever played against the AI Zerg? Like one-base stuff. They don't make a lot of units. They don't macro well. It's just like, what is this garbage? Hiding. No, couldn't hide. Couldn't hide. You tried to hide. You tried to hide here. Probably some kind of a weird proxy hatchery. You're not going to win this fight either. Dude, get out of there. Oh, what the? He won that fight? What? I thought for sure he were dead. Spray. All right. What are you doing? Are you going to hatch here? Are you going to hatch in the main? I mean, it's a double gateway opening by not DeepMind. Perhaps recognizing there's some shenanigans attempted here by our Zerg player, but he seems really indecisive. He finally threw down a hatch outside of his natural base, but he still has... There it is. There's the proxy hatch right inside not DeepMind's natural. All right. All right, here we go. Ready, set, cheese. So double Nexus should handle this fairly well for Not Deep Mine. Get a couple Zealots out, start walking down. Probably won't even get done. That hatchery will not. Unless you don't make anything out of your gateway and wait for your Cyber Core to come up. No. Just make Zealots. Hold the line here with Zealots so Lings can't run by, right? And then go down and just wreck this thing with a couple Zealots. It takes a lot of Lings to kill that many Zealots. Oh boy, here come the drones. This is the Cat's Proxy. Cat's Proxy hatch, where you throw down spine crawlers and just creep up into your opponent's base. We've seen this before. I've done this before, actually. I actually cast one of my own games back in Heart of the Swarm where I did this. I think it got, like, I want to say 50 views, maybe, back in the day. So not very big, but nevertheless, it was fun. Twilight Council coming up for Not Deep Mind. Getting Warpgate Research, getting a couple Stalkers. That seems just fine as well. You really need to get down here and deal with this. Although he doesn't know this is here, does he? He doesn't know this is here. I made the mistake of assuming the other player knows exactly what's going on outside his front door, because he should. Ready? Spine Crawlers, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 Spine Crawlers. Another Pylon coming up here as well. Probe, just basically default whatever I think I should be doing. I will do. Pylon block here to prevent a Reaper from hopping up in that direction. Possibly one there as well, but again, there are no Reapers, so it seems like a weird place to put it. Slow Overlord scouting in, seeing exactly what is going on inside his opponent's base. We've got Warpgate Research and Blink coming up as well. So 3 Spine Crawlers, and you're getting a Queen to spread that creep, and a Spore Crawler too, just in case some air shows up. You never know. Slow Overlord has not scouted everything yet, that's for sure. Stalkers are trying to murder him, but he is determined to get up there, and never mind, he's dead. Never mind, he was determined, he's dead now. All right, let's push. Let's go. Slow Overlord providing high ground vision. Spine Crawlers, 1, 2, and 3. Stalkers see the creep. They see the creep now, right? Yep. They see the creep. They got to try to kill that Slow Overlord who's providing vision. And look out, Spine Crawlers, run! Run! Dang, they almost killed that Slow Overlord. Dang, those guys they hit hard. They hit hard against Armored, as it turns out. Armored Biological are these Overlords. All right, so trying to set this thing up, really need to get to a point where the Spine Crawlers can hit those gateways is what you need, because that forces Not Deep Mind to engage, which is exactly what you need. Getting some Lings here as well. Does he have any gas whatsoever? Nope, totally gasless opening. No Speedlings to be seen anytime soon. Anytime soon whatsoever. All right, what do we got? More Lings coming in. Dude, it's time to go. You got to push if you're doing this thing. The more you wait, the worse it's going to be for you. Lings, bait. No. Don't just go up there and die. Bait everybody back down. They're on hold position. They're on hold position, which is actually good for you. Because that means you can move your Spine Crawlers up. The Stalkers will not move down to engage by default. Mothership Core coming in. There's a Spore Crawler and a Queen. Get out. Get out of there. Yeah, Spore Crawler moving up like, what up, friends? I see you there. Queen shooing her away as well. Mothership Core, get out of my house. You are not invited to come here and shoot at my Spine Crawlers. I know it's your house, mind you. I know it is your house, but no. Get more Spine Crawlers, dude. You need to go. What? I don't like this contain. You have to push with this. Warp Prism here for Not Deep Mind. Oh no. Warp Prism, time to go. Time to load up with these Stalkers. Move out and see what damage you can do back home at Stamon's house. Reminds me of John Stamos, but that's not what it is. It is Stamon, not Stamos. Double Forge coming in for Not Deep Mind as well. We've got more Spine Crawlers morphing in at the front. Again, nice contain. Your opponent's on one base. Congratulations. You need to push. Good sir. Waiting this long is not doing any favors for anybody. Another Creep Tumor over here would actually be really nice. Once again, Lings coming up, getting massacred, trying to bait people down here. They refuse to come down. You have to make them defend. But guess what? Stalkers are here at your natural base, Stamon. Oh no. Queen dies. Everybody else gonna die. Warping the Stalkers, following this one up. The entire natural base is entirely forfeit, as well as the main. I mean, some Spine Crawlers are coming in here as well, but they will take forever to build. And as a result, I feel like the Protoss player might have this thing. Again, I spoke too soon in the previous game, although I was right in the end, right? I was, but still, it felt weird to have to backtrack like that. So natural base is a shambles right now. Dude, don't worry about the hatch. Just get up here. There you go. Get up here. Take these Spine Crawlers down before they finish. Go. Come on. Yes, there we go. Getting some shots off on that queen. Spinecrawler 1 does finish. Got to take it down. Got to take it down. Spinecrawler 2 finishes. Got to take it down as well. Spinecrawler 3 finishes. This is not going well, but 1 at a time finishing is a lot less scary than 4 at a time finishing, as it turns out. And that's all she wrote for Stamon. You toast, man. You toast. Did he push? What the crap? Did he push with Lings and actually get something done? Is that what happened here? Oh, he bailing busted it. Alright, so he bailing busted the front. Didn't kill anything but a couple gateways. Not a big stinking deal. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Drones here to fight against Stalkers. That's never a fair fight for drones. I mean, they actually killed a Stalker that was pretty wounded, but the rest of them should be strong enough to withstand the gentle attacks and gentle nudges of those guys. Two remaining drones. Okay, lesson learned, Zerg players. If you're going to do this, move your spine crawlers forward. You cannot just set up a contain and think you've got your opponent stuck on one base and they can't kill you, because this stuff happens. This stuff totally happens. Alright, so another Bailing trying to bust all by its lonesome. Does explode, doing like 30 damage worth of damage to these gateways. Not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. Hatches gone. All hatches gone except for our proxy hatch, which is being mined from, mind you. Is Stanton attempting to make this thing work? You know what I think would be good here? Void Ray. Void Ray would be great. Like 3 Void Rays, just burn down the Queen, burn down the Spore Crawler, everything else dies. Everything else dies. But no, Immortal also pretty good in the situation, actually. None of those in production either, but yeah. Baneling Nest and Extractor explode at the exact same time. Spawning Pool gonna die as well. Broodlings do kill a Stalker. That's fun. Go, Broodlings! Get some kills. You have to micro against them, and they're actually pretty useless. There you go. So main base gone, natural base gone. No sign of Zerg ever being there. And that's it. The LOL GG out of Stamon. He's going for it, though. He's trying to bring his spine crawlers up. Good, nice try, says Not Deep Mine. No, it wasn't a nice try. It was not actually a nice try. I refuse to allow it. Why are you just suiciding your spine crawlers in here? Burrow them in acceptable places. No, Stamon with the tongue sticky outy thing, and that's it. Stamon's out. No Deep Mine. Not Deep Mine was victorious, and Protoss gets the win in that one. So fun. Fun stuff indeed. Again, a bit of a misplay, I think, from Stamon, but we'll see if the next one is a little bit better, which we will see in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's 2017 Cheese Compilation number 2. And this is going to be Law Road versus Dead Soldier on Whirlwind, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, and probably cheesing, is our Red Terran player, Dead Soldier. And in the top right side of the map, we have the Blue Terran player. His opponent, it is Law Road. So the problem with this map in Cheese is that it's huge and it's 4-player, and look, this SCV is going the entirely wrong direction. Entirely wrong direction, so not looking well for him. But at the same time, he did scout early. Oh, I mean, he got to do what he can, but he's going to scout this last of all. He's going to scout this base very last, which is just, it's a bad place to be if you're trying to cheese, as, again, I assume he is, considering the Blue Terran player is not doing anything weird at this point. Nothing weird to speak of at all. Alright, so just in case we need to use some Reaper names, let's go ahead and get that Reaper name list ready. Again, you can submit Reaper names in the comments of any cast, really. I go through and do a search for them every once in a while and add them to my list. And then the list is used in future casts. Is he scouting? Yep, he's sending another SCV out. 2 SCV scouts. Dead Soldier really wants to know where his opponent is. And I don't think it's a Planetary Fortress rush. Because, whoa, he almost pulled all his SCVs off the line there by accident. What was that? Does he have them all hotkeyed or something? I don't think so. All right, so finally, SCV number 2 is going to find this Blue Terran's base up in the top right. Notice that the barracks is now finishing, and then immediately back on down. So, what? He was going to throw down the command center in that natural base, but then chose not to. It is a Reaper. It is a Reaper coming out from Law Road, who is playing this as standard can be. The Reaper's name is Prince Hans of the Southern Isles. After failing to usurp the throne of Arendelle, Prince Hans was forced into a Reaper suit by his older brothers as punishment for his crime. Ah, Frozen reference. That might be the first Frozen reference we've ever had on the channel. So, yep, Prince Hans of... where's he from, actually? Did it say where he's from? Did I read that and forget it? The Southern Isles. Fair enough. Tried to overthrow Arendelle, couldn't do it. Why is... Okay, so proxy barracks and command center here at what could be a third base location for Law Road. I just don't understand what what purpose putting a command center there serves, unless you're going to throw it up there into a planetary fortress, which means you need an engineering bait, which you have. Okay. All right, so this looks like a proxy planetary fortress with support from Marines going on here out of Dead Soldier, which could be good. I think it could be really good. Dude, Prince Hans, why did you stop? Continue your quest. All right, continuing his quest, he might actually end up being the most successful Reaper of all time, considering the fact there is nothing to defend these SCVs. Again, this is a slightly lower level game, so maybe some good SCV micro could save this, but in the hands of a pro, this just means all these SCVs die, is what this means. I mean, there is absolutely nothing here to save them. No barracks, no bunker, no nothing. I mean, Kitty 8 charge, blah. It surprisingly has 0 kills so far. And there we go. There's the 1 kill. SCV is getting that surround. Almost getting the surround. Kitty 8 charge blowing, trying to micro as best as they can. Both of these players sneaking around the backside are the SCVs. Do it. Get him. Get that surround. No! Couldn't do it. Couldn't get the surround. This is insane. He's got 3 kills. He's got 4 kills. He's got 5 kills? Nope, still 4 kills, but look what's flying over here. Command center landing, planetary fortress upgrading, couple defensive Reapers here from Law Road. He actually got a bunch of Reapers in this situation, but again, I mean, this planetary fortress is going to finish, I think. There is a Cyclone coming in for Law Road, so we might be able to use Tornado Blasters to blast this thing down before anything gets too out of control, but I think a tank would have been a better solution, honestly. Honestly, I do. So making some Marines out of his proxy barracks. Here's Dead Soldier, but guess what? Reaper Group is here, so we'd have to name these guys too. So it's Hans, who has brought his friends along, and his friends' names are the Reaper Jetpack Chapter. All right, so Jetpack Chapter of Reapers. Why are they hiding up there? No. Come, I guess you're worried about this, and you well should be. Oh, the Marines snuck in. The Marines snuck in here. All right, so is that in range of that orbital command is the question. Planetary Fortress, can it hit it? If not, I don't know how effective this is going to be. More Marines coming in as well. SCVs laying, just absolutely dying. Hans and the Jetpack Reaper Chapter made off with the souls of every SCV that day. There's nowhere for them to go. Just chase them down. Chase them down. There we go, chasing them down. Planetary Fortress can hit that command center. Excellent job. Cyclone killing Marines, though. Too close, too close. 4 kills on the Planetary Fortress. Orbital Command getting directly shot at here. That might be all she wrote out of Law Road. A good attempt. A good attempt. You did do a lot of damage to your opponent. But at this point, you know what? Law Road might just be able to lift off here and land somewhere else and be okay. Keep in mind, it is 23 to 3 Harvesters. But then he'd have to get the SCVs past this group, and I think they'd all die. He's trying to repair. Well, he does what, though? I mean, he's repairing his orbital command, which is nice, but as soon as the Marines walk up here, everybody's dead anyway. Here they go. Walking up. Even without upgrades, this is just an SCV massacre of epic proportions. Single Reaper trying to get rid of the main command center for Dead Soldier back there, but no. Not going to happen. All these SCVs are going to die. Law Road is dead in the road. Dead on the rotor. Dead on the road. He is a roadkill, I suppose. And that's all she wrote. That's it. I mean, unless Dead Soldier wants to be super thorough here and take this stuff down, or unless Law Road is going to stick around for the next 5 minutes, this game is toast. This game is completely over. Planetary Fortress with 5 kills, MVP of the match, bringing his barracks over to his newly reclaimed main base. SCVs are trying to run. There are 3 remaining somewhere. Why are there 3? There's 1 there. There's 1 there, and there's 1 mining from the natural base. Oh, and these Reapers are actually defending as well. So this, I mean, this should not go on much longer, right? There are so many Marines on the field. There are exactly 12 versus 2 Reapers to just get in there and just murder them. Kitty 8 charges. Whee! Such a fun animation. You come up here and try to stop us from killing this command center, we will shoot you right in the face. SCVs. Kitty 8 charge. Wah! Oh, killing 1, throwing his body on out of there. Still 3 SCVs on the field, though. We'll make it 2 for Law Road, 3 for Dead Soldier. And, I mean, just doing a ring around the rosy right now. That command center is going to fall. Is that the final building for Law Road? I think it might be. Nope, he has an add-on over here. Do those count? I don't think add-ons count. Nope, they don't. They don't. That's it. Law Road is defeated, and Dead Soldier is victorious, successfully implementing the Planetary Fortress Rush Cheese with some marine support. So that's kind of an interesting change on it, but that's going to be it. All right, so good one. I was hoping we'd see a PF Rush at some point in this compilation, and we did. All right, moving on to the next game. We'll be right back. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's Cheese Compilation 2017 number 2. This is going to be a game between Rancid Fish and Nis here on Echo, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Nis. And in the top left side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Rancid Fish. So who is our cheeser going to be today? Based on this early Zerg drone and where it's heading, I'm going to assume it's the Zerg again. So we're going to see another chance for Zerg to cheese Protoss. Did not work so well in the first time that we saw it, but that's the beauty of StarCraft 2. Every game is different. There's no telling. How this one will work out. Again, I'm not sure what level this one is. I should have looked at the borders, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Cheese is cheese. Cheese is cheese. I know somebody was disappointed. They thought this was going to be like a Grandmaster level cheese compilation, but I don't have enough of those. I just got what I got from the community, and there are people that are bronze, silver, platinum, gold, diamond, masters, grandmaster, all over the place. And we get what we get, and we cast those ones. And that is where the fun comes in. So, drone actually scouting. So, maybe not. Maybe not. Got an extractor. Got a pull back home, but he's not throwing down a hatch. Oh, he is throwing down a hatch. He's checking for cannons. That's good. It's a good way to check for cannons back there. Check for gateways and stuff, too. Doesn't see it, and bam. There it goes. So, good timing on that, actually. And you know what? I thought the Zerg was cheesing, but it would appear that is not the case whatsoever. So Nis working on a Zealot opening, which we don't see that much, but we've seen more and more ever since they gave the speed buff and that charge buff to Zealots. So all right, we will allow it. We'll allow it at this point in time. What do we got here? Cybernetics core finishing. Zerg player doing nothing super interesting at all. Getting speed, getting a queen. And that second hatch is on the way. What is this? Ah, here's our proxy. Proxy Twilight Council. Out of Nis, is this a DT rush? It may very well be. The double gas with the Zealot opening is kind of a tell. Because why go double gas just for a Zealot? There is a Stalker coming in, so Nis doesn't want to go right to DTs. But the proxy DT could be good. Could be really good. Zealot moving out. I almost... Are you going to warp them in here as well is the question. If that's the case, then you definitely want a gateway here as well, which I'm sure Nis is planning on doing. Overlord comes in and sees no expansion. Now that is your tell, Zerg players. That is what you need to see to say, all right, something crazy is going here for my opponent. I don't know what it is. There's the gateway, there's the Dark Shrine, but it's going to be something crazy. I better be ready for it. I better start scouting. Send slowlings around to different places. He is throwing up a Spore Crawler, which is good. Again, if you don't know what's happening, Spore Crawlers are good against Phoenix, against Void Rays, against Oracles, against Dark Templar, against Warp Prism, against Mothership Core. They are good against many, many things that Protoss can do to you in this early game. So when in doubt, throw up a Spore Crawler, call it good. Another gateway coming in. So just a 4-gate with DT support is what we're seeing here. And again, Spore Crawler's good. Spore Crawler is good for detection, but you actually need them units to kill. Sorry, you need defensive units to actually kill the DTs as well. So we'll see if Rancid Fish can do anything to make that happen. These take forever to build. 71 seconds is just too long, especially because you're usually waiting for it. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting here staring at it and a watched pot never actually boils. Never boils. So Speedlings out. Handful of Speedlings, 4 more on the way. Got some Queens too, shoving away this little Stalker Zealot harassment. Could actually probably surround them and kill them, especially with Queen support. Could probably do that. And picking off they want to get the Stalker is what they want. There's the surround on the Stalker. Zealot says, sorry, every man for himself. And then ends up getting killed after that. Kabloosh. Kerbloosh. All right, so DT's moving in. 3 DTs moving in at the 4-minute mark. That is fast. That is really fast. And the Zealots are away, or the Zerglings are away from home. All right, DT is coming in. There are 2 Queens. Get 3 Queens. Get the Spore Crawler. Transfuse the Spore Crawler. Nobody can transfuse. And there it is. Oh, detection is gone. Lair coming in. Natural base. Toast. Lings coming all the way back home. But there's nothing you can do, Lings. Nothing you can do. I would almost... Well, I guess that's a wall, though. That's a wall. Never mind. Lings, you can't do anything down here either. So, congratulations. You're toast. I mean, trying to come up here, there's the DT defending, so I mean, even if he moves, it doesn't matter. So kill that natural. Excellent job. Are you going back now? Seems you're going back now, which is weird. Because the longer you're on the field, the less effective you are. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. Rancid Fish expanding over here at the traditional 4th base location for the Protoss player in the bottom right, just north of where his 3rd would go. So it's kind of a ninja expand attempt by a Rancid Fish. He's got Overseers on the way. He's got Spore Crawlers, 2 Spore Crawlers. He's sitting on 1 base, which is not where he wants to be. And here comes the attack. He's got Zealots. He's got Archons. Oh! He traded in his DTs for Archons. Beautiful play. And if all we have here is Queen Ling, I think Protoss has this thing. Here we go. More Lings did pop out. That's exactly what he needs to do. He doesn't have time to do anything else. Hydralisk Den just about to finish, but nope, doesn't matter right now. So here is the attack. Here we go. Archons splashing on top of all of those Zerglings. Wow, Zergling melt! Oh, and now we've got Zealots and Adepts and, oh man, and Archons right on top of these Queens. 7 kills and 9 kills each. Bringing out the drones as well. Again, good micro at the same time. Got to take out those Queens, though, man. The Queens are causing you troubles. They are causing you trouble. Stalker comes in as well. Great micro. Out of Nis on this. He's not just standing there letting his units die. Queen's taking a lot of damage to the face. Drones coming off the line, and that's going to be it. They can't take these suckers down. Archon, 13 kills, 15 kills, 18 kills on that Archon, and that's it. Good game. So easy game, says Nis. Oh, throwing out the bad manner. Throwing out the bad manner. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that, but he won, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe he deserves the right. I'm not entirely sure. All right, so that was pretty great. That was pretty great. DT Rush into Archon Rush, which makes sense at this point. Adepts, Stalkers, and Rancid Fish didn't have a chance at that point. All right, so that's going to be it for me on that one. Oh, thought I was done, didn't you? Nope, not done. Have a couple more to go. So we're going to be back with our next game here in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's 2017 Cheese Compilation number 2. And this is going to be a TVZ between Belsazar and Topquack on Vani Research Station. What the what? Belsazar? Sure, Belsazar and Topquack. In the bottom side of Vani, we have the Red Zerg player. It is Belsazar from Log. I don't know what Log is. Got a little crown spinny logo, though. That's cool. And on the top side, we have the Blue Terran player. It is Topquack from Crash G. Is that like Top Keck, but just Top Quack instead? Seems to be. Seems to be an option. Seems to be a potential option. All right, so who's cheesing here? Let's play the game of who is the cheeser in this game. Looks like our Zerg's hatch firsting over here on the right side, so no. Probably not there, and this looks very much like a Reaper Expand out of Top Quack, so maybe not him either. But, you know, we can have like a delayed cheese kind of a thing. I'm not going to complain about that. It doesn't have to be right away, as long as it is fairly quick. So, the ones that I got sent this time around for the cheese compilation are a lot shorter than the ones that I got previously. So, we should not see any more like 15-minute games that are classified as cheese, even if they kind of are. Right? Even if they kind of are? Alright, so here we go. It's going to be Barracks. Whoa, 3 racks Reaper? Could just be a straight 3 racks Reaper at this point, which is fine, right? I mean, that counts as cheese. I'd like to see maybe a proxy where it's harder to come back from if you fail. But regardless, we're going to see Marines coming out. Why on earth are there Marines coming out? I am so confused. Is this just kind of a Marine SCV all-in, possibly, is what we're looking at now. Those are Marines as well. We haven't seen one of those in a long time. That's like a Heart of the Swarm thing. Wings of Liberty thing is a Marine SCV all-in, where you just get a ton of Marines off of one base, bring all your SCVs with you, and then just use the SCVs as meat shields, while your Marines wreck everything. Third hatch coming in for Belsazar. Dude, you gotta scout. You gotta scout. I know it's hard on this map. It's hard to scout, but try. At least try, because this is going to come hit you like a truck. Hit you like a truck, dude. All right. Whew, is he still droning? He's still droning. Is he making any lings at all? No. No lings at all. What if a Reaper came? He did say he sucks at Zerg. He did say that. But man, your opening has to include at least 2 lings to deal with Reaper attacks. I mean, there aren't any. Keep that in mind. What is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 barracks under construction right now and 18 SCVs. Somehow 19, 18 SCVs. Where the what? How did his number go down and then back up so fast? Oh, okay. So number of SCVs actually mining from this command center, not number overall, because we actually have 20 SCVs, period. 20. So at what point do you go for it, I guess, is the question. Now? 3 minutes? All right. 3 minutes it is. Heading south. Zerg player has nothing. Okay, he has a queen. He has 2 queens. So that's not nothing, but holy shamoly. Greediest Zerg player on planet Earth at this point. 1 base in it is Top Quack. He's not even bringing his SCVs. Maybe he doesn't need them. Maybe he's so good at this, he doesn't need them. There's a thought. There's a thought. He did say he sucks at Terran. And sometimes players that suck at different races, they just cheese when they get them. Like, they play random, but they just cheese every time they, every time they get it. All right, here we go. Don't go after this hatch. Recommendation, go for the main. There we go. Going for the main. Hopping right on up here. Ton of Marines show up at the 3 minute and 54-second mark. And what is Belsazer going to do? Defend with drones, I guess. Trying to supply block his opponent, but it's going to murder all his stuff anyway. Not even microing at this point, which is not good, actually, though killing a lot of drones. And there's still enough Marines remaining to where I'm pretty sure that's game, as it's 49 to 20 total supply. And going after the main hatchery. The natural is still around, but there are only 10 drones remaining for the Zerg player. I don't know what he can do. Spine crawler coming up. I just feel like getting the spawning pool would be a nice job as well. Brewlings coming in, and do not kill any Marines, but this is a lot. This is a lot of Marines. This is 29 Marines with 6 more in production every couple of minutes here. Spawning pool, pop! Go and die. All the Brewlings evaporating just about immediately. Go for the natural. Go for the natural. There are 4 queens here. If they can delay long enough for those spines to finish, there may be some hope. Maybe. Nope. You know what? Too many Marines. Too many Marines coming down here. Are you just going to let them have that, Top Quack? That seems like a weird choice. Oh, spine crawlers coming up over here as well. All right. So Marines say 2 spine crawlers, not a challenge for us. I mean, yeah, we're losing friends, but we can win this battle absolutely for sure. Spine crawler down, queen down. Does get a transfuse on the hatchery with its last dying breath. But that's it. Hatch gone. All right, so Zerg player down to 1 base. Technically, Terran player is down on 1 base as well, right? So that's just fine. But here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 queens, 2 spine crawlers, no replacement spawning pool. Belsazer is making his stand now. Waiting for another group of 6. Another group of 6 on the way. Actually expanding is Top Quack. So he doesn't have as many Marines on this next wave, but I think that's just fine. He's actually supply blocked, is what's the problem. Here we go. Marines trying to take down those spines as they're replanting closer. And you know what? I don't know if it's an A move, but... Oh, transfuses! Transfuses on the queens and the spines, keeping everything alive a lot longer than it should be, but 1 spine is dead. 1 spine is dead, waiting for reinforcements to come in, and Belsazer has to know this. One of the queens gets burned down immediately. Transfuse on the other one, and that's it. Belsazer leaves the game. Top Quack is victorious. And Terran is our victor today. Whew. All right, so that was a good one. That was a good one. Have we seen Zerg win one of these yet? Not doing so well in the Cheese Compilation, you guys, but Terran getting some wins for sure. All right. So that's going to be it for this one. Let's move on to the next game. I don't know what we're on. I've lost track of numbers, but we'll be right back. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Falcon Paladin's 2017 Cheese Compilation number 2. This is a game between Ace and Cypress on Whirlwind, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the blue. Nope, this is red. Red Protoss player, it is Ace. And in the top right side of the map is his opponent. It is the blue Terran player, it is Cypress. So a PvT for you guys on this one. Trying to get a good mix of different races and mirror matchups and things, and hopefully everybody is happy and that their favorite race is not neglected for too long here. Too long would be very sad indeed. All right, so moving out with the SCV, Cypress again, probably scouting, but probably has some shenanigans in mind. No, Supply Depot. Supply Depot, trying to wall off, I guess. This natural ramp here, which is huge, and even walling off after Protoss, I don't even know, or against Protoss, I don't know why you would Really want to do that, but whatever. Probe moving out for Ace after Gateway after Assimilator, so nothing too crazy either from the Protoss player, but we will see. Sometimes Cheese takes a little while to be recognized. Barracks up for Cypress on this ramp as well. I just feel like this can get picked away by Adepts and by Stalkers, and it's not a great place to be. Another barracks coming up at the same time, so maybe just planning on being so aggressive it doesn't matter if his wall isn't the greatest idea, as that is a 2 racks opening with double refinery at the same time. So 1 worker on each refinery. I don't know what the idea there is. Why not just have 2 workers on 1 refinery instead of 1 on 2? On each on 2 seems very odd to me, but again, sometimes these games aren't the highest level, and is that off center? Maybe a tiny bit, and it's hard to know exactly what the players are doing, but that is double barracks. Double barracks coming in. Again, 1 worker on each gas. I just don't understand. I don't understand what's happening here. What are you doing with that barracks, man? Okay, chucking on a tech lab. So no Reaper so far. We have an SCV chasing a probe heading on down to the south here as well. And Assimilator, second Assimilator finishing up for Ace. So he's doing this thing pretty standard, I would say. The 1 gate expand with the Cybercore, second Assimilator, and a second Gateway after that. So again, both players pretty much hanging out at this point. I'm trying to be generous as to where the cheese is here. And again, sometimes it's not immediately obvious, which is fine. Not going to stress about that. We're going to go ahead and trust that my subscribers know what cheese is, and they will send it in. Alright, so what are we doing here? That's an expansion from Cypress. I don't know. I don't know what we're seeing here, unless we get some of a DT rush from Ace. But, I mean, off of 2 Nexuses seems a little bit odd. Cypress could be going Battlecruiser rush at this point, but the double barracks opening really confuses me on that one. He's making Marines. He's getting concussive shell at the same time. What? Cybernetics Core is researching Warp Gate as well. So he's fully saturated his refineries now, which is great. I'd love to see a factory at some point. I mean, is this just going to be like we walk... Oh, he's making Marauders, though. He is into Marauders at this point. So Adept out of Ace with Mothership Core. This looks all the world like a very standard PvT opening. Very, very standard PvT opening, and I'm gonna follow along. We're gonna follow along until something strikes our fancy and something looks a little bit out of place here. I don't think the Terran player has any intention of leaving his base is the problem. I mean, he's walled up here tight. He's got Marines and Marauders behind this wall. He's basically begging somebody to attack him. He should be able to handle it. Although, again, I think Stalkers can sit on this ramp to shoot his stuff, and he can't do anything about it, which is why you don't generally wall off against the Protoss. Forged Twilight Council coming in from Ace, and actually throwing down a bit of a ninja pylon here, a bit of a forward pylon, I would say, just outside the front door of Cypress there. So what's he going to do with it is my question. That is a Twilight Council, so it could be a Dark Shrine with maybe some cannon support. And again, Dark Templar, not that useful, I'd say, at this point. All right, so that's a Reaper. Should we name him? Is he going to do anything interesting? You know what? No, he's not. We're not going to give him a name. He's not early enough that we can do anything with him anyway. He's just going to be in this battle. I'm going to lose track of him at some point, and he's going to die an ignominious death. There it is. Dark Shrine Robotics Facility following here. Oh, is he going to try an Archon drop on Terran? That would be interesting. That would be interesting, but what he needs is another gateway here for that warping to be faster. And he can't afford it. Oh no, the Reaper discovered this! Reaper sees this and go for the probe. Go for the probe. Get the probe. Run, probe! Run for your life, trying to slow warp in Adepts to save it. And you know what? That might actually work as the Reaper decides to head on back home. Oh, probe lives, and Adepts do slowly warp in. Boop! There they are. They made it. More Adepts warping in here as well. Reaper trying to find where that probe went. Can't find it. Cannot find it. Actually, where did that Reaper go? Oh, he hopped back inside the natural base. Pansy Reaper, come on, man. You can be brave. All right, so Dark Shrine is going to finish here. The Warping is going to be really slow for DTs, but I'm not sure how much Ace actually cares about that. There is the Warp Prism. Warp Prism coming up. So this is going to be a pretty big attack off of 2 bases. Not necessarily all any here. He actually has more workers than the Terran player does, but you know what? A lot of adepts with DTs, I'm okay with. I'm going to let this slide. Go and let it roll. Dark Shrine is complete. Do we have any DTs in construction? That kind of seems like defeating the purpose if you don't. Ace, are you gas starved? No, has plenty of gas. Making additional gateways here. Still has enough to make DT. He not doing it. Did that Reaper just die? Did our Reaper just die? Reaper just died. See what I mean? Not a great Reaper. You didn't want me to name that Reaper after your name anyway. Definitely did not want that to happen. Even the teeniest, tiniest bit. Alright, so Warp Prism there. A Warp Prism going to warp the DTs directly inside? Might do so. You know what? There's no detection there. There are scans available, because again, it's lower level, and there's 50 energy on orbital commands pretty much all the time. Okay, going to warp the Dark Templar in here at that pylon instead of inside the natural base. Warp Prism could have warped him in, but whatever. Whatever, at this point. Do you have enough for another one here? You do. You do have enough for another one, but perhaps just going to send those in. Ah, Warp... Oh, no! Saw the Warp Prism, tossed up a missile turret. Trying to attack at the front, sort of, but getting shot here. 2 more Reapers are here. They're just going to die to Adept very quickly. And here we go. DTs are in. I would get inside the main if I were you. Time to get inside the main base. Going after the refinery there. Adepts getting murdered at the front by these Marauders, by these Marines. Marauders taking a lot of the damage here. Adepts actually target firing the Marines fairly well. DT here up in the main mineral line. Oh, the scan just got used. Just got used here. Death. Death to the SCVs. Front door seems okay. The scan was used in the wrong total place here. Any DTs have died yet? One DT has died, but not pulling his SCVs. Oh, Cypress. Refineries being killed. What is this mass starport thing you were attempting to do? That's so weird. Alright, whatever it was, it's not going to happen now. Scan is going to run out at any second now. And... oh, another scan comes up. DTs versus Hellions, though. You know what? Straight going for it. Straight going for it. Run. Don't attack into those things. Scan runs off just in time. DT's hacking into Marauders. Hacking at Marines. Actually pinning a Hellion against the wall by these Zealots as well. That's going to be it. That is going to be all she wrote. There are 7 SCVs remaining for our Terran players. 72 to 11 total supply. Adepts attacking this front door. SCVs trying to repair, but no, that's it. A good game. Not a good game. Actually, a rage quit out of Cypress. Cypress is defeated, and Ace is victorious. Alright. I guess we'll let you keep doing stuff, Ace, if you want, but we're going to go ahead and turn this off temporarily while you murder all the things. Okay, so that was good. A little bit of a delayed DT rush with the attack at the front. The attack at the front was not super successful. The attack with the DTs was actually pretty darn effective. 5 DTs did lose their lives, but additional warping in of units with the Warp Prism here, very good at the same time. So apparently Ace really is proud of this game and does not want to leave at all. So generally we would let him finish this out, but as we need to get on to our next cheese game, I don't know if I can let him do that. Alright, so sorry Ace. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, and we'll be back with our next one and our final one in just a minute. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to our Cheese Compilation 2017 number 2. This is going to be a 2v2 game on Magma Mines, and let's introduce these players. In the top right side of this map, representing Team Red, it is Mycotoxin from 7DP. And his teammate, also from 7DP, is Cabal, the red Zerg player. So 2 Zerg players here against, what do we have in the top left for blue? We have the blue Terran player, it is Thunderstorm. And his teammate, the blue Protoss player, it is Jankik. Jankik? Something like that. Alright, so 2 Zergs, that can be pretty cheesy. Pretty cheesy. Playing the 2v2s gets pretty rushy in my experience. So we'll see who decides to do this here. Is it our team? Sometimes teams are very good at getting those timings down. And yeah, they're both going extractor pool right now, which means a lot of speedlings. A lot of speedlings here coming out soon. And it's a very... Is it a hard thing to wall? Actually, no. Tiny ramp. That's the only way in, right? If I've cast on this game before, or on this map before, I have. Yep. Only thing. But actually 2 SCVs coming out from Thunderstorm. So he may be planning the cheese on this one. I don't know if, like, 1 hatch speedling is really cheese necessarily, but maybe it could be. Could be considered that to some. So Thunderstorm is throwing down his barracks maybe a little bit too far away, I'd say, from his opponent. I'm not sure how likely it is for Cabal to scout like this area, or maybe even this area if you want to get a little bit cheeky, but all right, it's fine. It's not too far away, I suppose. Also making an engineering bay back home. So either that's for upgrades or you can't planetary fortress rush Zergs though. So I don't know. I don't know what that would be for. Gateway's on the way from Jankik or Yankik, possibly. I don't know. I don't recognize that as English. So hey, Baneling Nest coming in for Mycotoxin as well. So this could, and a Roach Warren. All right, I like what these players are doing. We're kind of supplementing Banelings with Roaches. Getting a lot of speedlings. You guys need to attack soon because you are sitting on one base right now at 2 minutes. And in Legacy of the Void, that is a long time. That is a long time. All right, so these barracks are going to finish for Thunderstorm. And they're making Marines. These are not going to be Reapers, although Reapers would be interesting. Like a mass Reaper play to allow the Protoss player to kind of set up shop could be pretty good. Could be pretty fantastical. All right, so Cyber Core there, double gateway here. Not exactly walling off. Which against 2 Zergs is pretty much a cardinal sin. Like, really, somebody should have walled off here. Yankik is taking the gold base for his third, while Cabal is taking his gold base over on the Zerg side of things. Speed coming in for Mycotoxin. Speed, no speed for Cabal. Actually just going to go Roach here at this point. So it has a lot of gas for Roach, though. Probably too much gas for Roach. If you're going one base Roach, you really only need one extractor. It turns out an experience. So Planetary Fortress coming up inside his main base is Thunderstorm. Another barracks coming in as well, continuing to make those Marines. The longer you go, the worse it's going to be here, man. I don't know. Mycotoxin has nothing. He's got 21 drones. He just popped out some lings. There we go. He's got some in production here. Got some lings. Their speed is just about complete, and the Baneling Nest is done. So we could Baneling bust that front and bring some Roaches in and be just fine. Lings actually heading down. And surprise, there are barracks down here. Hey, and a bunch of Marines too. All right, speed just finishing on those dudes. I think you can get them. I think with 4 Roaches and, oh, that's a lot of Banelings. You don't need that many Banelings. All right, whatever. The Roaches are doing fine against these Marines anyway, especially with Ling support. Yep, didn't lose a Roach or a Ling on that attack. Pretty good. Thunderstorm, retreat! Retreat, says Thunderstorm. The remaining Marines are just left to die. SCV as well. Just no one cares about him. Maybe he's going to attack this hatchery that Mycotoxin's trying to take, maybe? Maybe so. Either way, time to go. Time to go, says Mycotoxin. Time to go, says Cabal. Roaches moving out. Banelings moving on out. No speed on those Roaches, right? So I don't like them as much, but you know what? An early attack with Roaches can be very devastating indeed. Keep moving. Keep moving, Roach. No sleeping on the job here. Is he getting Terran building armor? He is. Terran building armor for Thunderstorm. Very exciting indeed. I love this music. Mycotoxin throwing up a Spore Crawler in case there's drops coming, but guess what? Their barracks are dead. Thunderstorm can't do anything. Yankik has some Zealots here at the front, but against Banelings and Roaches, yeah, they're gone. They're gone. That was it. Lings are inside. Banelings are inside. Roaches are inside. Banelings exploding on that pylon. I don't know if that was the right choice. I really don't. It did depower a single gateway. I guess going after the pylon supply blocks Yankik and prevents additional unit production, so there are worse things he could be focusing on here, I suppose. More Roaches coming in from Cabal. Might get rid of every pylon that Yankik has, actually, which is not a great thing. Kaboom. All right, supply blocked, and everything is depowered. So our Protoss player be dead. Be utterly and completely dead at this point. Roach is getting rid of every single probe in this mineral line. They are not running. They recognize their fate, and they accept it. They accept it. Protoss, or Terran player rather, has a planetary fortress, which might be able to hold this off for just a little bit yet. But man, Yankik is dead. Yankik is completely dead at this point. Roaches and Lings going after yet another Nexus. Kaboosh! That sucker's gone as well. And I don't know, like our Terran player is just doing nothing to help out. His barracks are floating in the bottom left corner here, which seems a little bit odd. He did float his a second command center over here into this gold base in the top middle of the map, but he's gone. Thunderstorm's out. Protoss player has nothing left here either. Thunderstorm recognizing he saw the writing on the wall. And that's it. Mycotoxin and Cabal are victorious in our 2v2 Cheese Compilation entry. All right, so that's going to be it for that one. You know what? Let's squeak one more one on the end here. How about we do that? One final Cheese Compilation entry. We'll be back with that one in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to our Cheese Compilation 2017 by Falcon Paladin, the second one. How many different ways can I say that, do you think? And here for our final match is a TVT between Roomzeiss and Von Blucher on Vani Research Station. I got one of those names wrong, I am entirely certain. In the top side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Roomzeiss. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Roomzeiss. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Von Blucher. Or Blucher? What does the umlaut do for the U there? I think it's Blucher. Von Blucher and Roomzeiss. This is going to be definitely from the European ladder, based on what we're seeing here. But regardless, this is a TVT battle for you guys for our final match of the day. Is it going to live up to the hype? Actually, is there any hype? Did I hype this up? I don't remember doing that. Either way, if I'm going to hype things up, I need somebody to screen these. If you're interested in screening my Cheese Compilation games, go ahead and send me a line at falconpaladin@gmail.com, and we can talk about it. We can talk about those options. Pretty easy, right? Pretty easy to screen Cheese Compilation games because they're short. They're shorter, easier to get through, faster to get through there. Maybe get through a whole bunch in like an hour, and that's it. Maybe even faster if you go 2 times with it. Anyway. Double refinery opening here from Von Blucher. Definitely has something in the plans right now. Our friend Roomzeiss does not seem to be doing that. So possibly just going with some kind of a Reaper expand, getting some harassment out of the way, and then transitioning into who knows what after that. So production tab for that barracks shows something. Guess what it shows you guys? It shows a Marine. Oh no! It's a Marine into a factory opening. Guess what? Same thing over here. Factory for Von Blucher. So reactor add-on out of Von Blucher, getting his orbital command upgrade coming at the same time as his opponent, and double refinery now up for Roomzeiss. So the question is, who is our cheeser here? Is question of the day. I feel like TVT is filled with a lot of cheese. A lot of the ones that I got were Terran versus Terran. I'm not sure exactly what that is all about. Anyway, we do have an engineering bay coming in for Roomzeiss. We've got Von Blucher tossing down a factory onto a reactor. So gonna be, maybe it could be Cyclone. I'd like to see Cyclone here. Do Cyclone. Yes! Cyclone from Von Blucher. Blucher, possibly. Blucher. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna call him Von. A Starport follow-up out of Roomzeiss. Has a few Marines, but that is about it. Making them dance around in circles. Dancing like Marines like to do. You know that. You know the Marines are big-time dancers. Another player expanding, though, so that tells me somebody, either one of these dudes, could totally be the cheeser at this one. Factory moving out for Roomzeiss, using the Starport to get that tech lab. So actually not having the factory build, not having it build a reactor, but instead having it build a tech lab. Getting Cloak and getting Banshee. So a Cloak Banshee opening out of Roomzeiss. Double Cyclone here for Von Blucher. And was he following that up with just Cyclone? Is this the Cyclone start? Apparently it is. Apparently we're just seeing a Cyclone opening out of Von Blucher. So I don't know how popular this is, but it seems like maybe, I don't know. It seems like maybe the Banshees are made in response to the Cyclones, but at the same time, it could just be some cheesy one-basing Banshees as well. Tornado Blaster, getting rid of all of those Marines and taking down this factory so quick. Oh, man. This is scary. Cyclones are in, going after that add-on for that tech lab. Banshee pops out, chases him away. You got to repair. You have to repair. There's that lock-on ability. Banshee gets out of the way. Must repair, and they do. And the SCVs are repairing this tech lab. He needs that cloak to finish. No, Banshee takes out one of the Cyclones, killing workers, though, so dang quickly. Holy smokes, those dudes. All right, they're dead. They're dead. 6 SCVs, 3 Marines, and a factory killed by 2 Cyclones. And guess what's here? 2 more Cyclones. 2 more Cyclones. Trying to use that lock-on ability on the Banshee. Might actually get her, and they do. Tanks, though, firing from distance. Woo, getting both of those Cyclones. Pieces falling off the edge into Nowheresville. More Cyclones are coming in here. It feels like Von Blucher trying to win this thing with Cyclone alone. But guess what? Tanks on the high ground. Bad look. Bad look for you, man. Get to that minimum safe distance. You can't just do it for... There we go. Minimum distance. Taking out that tank. Going after that add-on ability for additional Banshees, which... that would be pretty good, but SCVs end up killing that Cyclone, so rough deal. Rough deal for Von over here. He's not giving up, though. He is still chucking down additional additional Cyclones. Like, he's going to win this. He might. I mean, he might win this thing. Got to kill that Widowmine. Might have gotten it. But sitting back here instead, behind this mineral line and killing SCVs, which is just fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Widowmine fire. Boosh. Not enough to kill, but there's the scan, and the Widowmine actually ends up getting killed. Room Size is in a lot of trouble right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, does get the starport. Banshee, or the tech lab. Banshee's still building. Still has that cloak upgrade. What is it? What you want? A Hellion comes out. Is it any match for the Cyclone? No. Not any match for the Cyclone. Banshee here, taking out one of the Cyclones. There are 3 Cyclones here, absolutely wrecking. The SCVs have transferred to the natural base, though. So that's good. And now the Cloak Banshee has complete dominance over his opponent. More Cyclones coming on in. If they all use the lock-on ability and they all scan at the same time, might work out. Man, Room Size is losing a lot of stuff to these Cyclones. It's absolutely insane how much DPS they have by their lonesome. By their own lonesome here. What's he going for? What is a juicier target? A factory? Can't decide what to attack, it turns out. Lock on. Is it enough to actually kill the Banshee? 140 hit points, and it's 160 damage, right? 160 damage, so who's gonna win that fight? Oh, Banshee. Banshee actually wins that fight. More Cyclones. Surprise. More Cyclones coming in. Actually, a Viking heading out for Room Size. Not exactly sure what that is all about. But man, these Cyclones, every time they come, it seems like they just murder more and more things. Scan available, scan available. Lock on to the Banshee, and enough to kill it. Almost there. One more shot. Oh, 2 more shots. And getting repaired. Oh, clutch repair there on the Banshee. Banshee is not as cost efficient as these Cyclones have been, but still, what is necessary to free everybody from the embrace of the Cyclone? So, all right, he managed to hold that off. He lost 15. Look at that, 15 SCVs, a Widowmine, a Banshee, 2 Hellions, a Viking, 2 a tank, 3 Marines, 2 Tech Lab add-ons, 1 reactor add-on, a factory, did I say factory, and 3 supply depots to that harass. Insane. But look, it's 27 and 25 harvesters. Our friend Von is only just now expanding. Here. And Cyclones of Room Size are here. All right. So if you can't beat them, join them. Is what our Red Terran is all about here. So again, he lost a lot of stuff, but it took a lot of worker cutting for Von Blücher to continue to produce Cyclones at that speed, is what happened there. So moving on to the south, we have Cyclones defending. We have Cyclones coming in to attack. I don't know who's going to win this thing at this point, but man, that one base Cyclone spam was difficult to deal with. Very difficult to deal with. Room Size did the best he could, took a lot of damage, but did manage to hold it off. In the end, is a little supply blocked. A little supply blocked here. But is he making additional he is making a supply depot and another orbital command here at the same time. So I think the Viking might have flown down here and been killed by the missile turret. Yep, missile turret killed it. Why? Alright, you're going to suicide it right into this missile turret? Dude. No, there we go. Turning around. Turning around, recognizing that was not a great feeling. Not a great feeling at all. Armory coming in for the Red Terran player. We got Hellions, we got Cyclones, we got Hellions, we got Banshees. Moving on in is Room Size. He is setting up for some kind of an attack. A lot of Cyclones. Is that all this dude knows how to make? I guess he does have a Viking coming in. Does have a Viking coming in. The lock-on ability of all of these Cyclones being used to take out this barracks. There might be enough DPS to kill it before they run out, possibly, but at least they'll get it into burning at the very least. And they get it. All right, so there's enough DPS there. 160 damage per Cyclone, and there are 6 of them. That adds up. It adds up very nicely indeed. So let's see. Accidental passing in the night here as Von is heading up north while Room Size was heading down south. Decided to pull back for the defense instead. Not sure if that was the correct decision, but you know what? He made it, and it was probably a safe decision at the very least here. So Cloak Banshee does find these guys. Starting to rain down fire. Dude, if you're cloaked, follow them. There you go. Follow them. And here we go. Cyclone versus Cyclone. Hellion mixed in as well. Tornado Blaster fights all over the place here. And it looks like the Banshee support is going to be enough. Absolute annihilation of Von's forces there. Excellent flank from all sides by the Red Terran player. Heading down south. He means business now. Means business now. 38 to 36 total harvesters continuing to produce these mech units, getting +1 vehicle weapons. I'm not sure if you can afford to wait for that. But perhaps he will. Perhaps he will nevertheless. All right, so Banshee's heading over maybe to see if there are Cyclones over on that side. There are not. So his own Cyclones are here. And there are 4 Cyclones defending at this point. Where are the Banshees? We need the Banshees! Do not fly past this missile turret. Ow. Ow! Flew past the missile turret. Break down the front. Break down the front wall, Banshees. You are needed for this. Are you seriously not attacking? Just... Oh, crap. Here comes some Vikings. But lock on. Lock on ability for the Cyclones here. Von Blucher does have some Vikings. Has a Liberator as well, unless he canceled that. Nope, there it is. Liberator going to set up a Defender mode circle, possibly heading back home. Heading back home is Room Sais. Cyclones pushing up this front. Banshees here as well. Oh, put on the lock-on ability against the Defender mode circle here, and bam, Liberator dead. Vikings chasing away the Cyclones and the Banshees here, but getting picked out of the sky by that lock-on ability, which so far has been pretty good. Pretty good. So these players are doing a bit of a dance. Bit of a dance here. All right, so Cyclones moving up this ramp, and again, some of them are already damaged. Why are the Banshees not assisting? They're just kind of flying around uselessly for some reason. Maybe they're going to try to attack in the back while everybody's distracted at the front, but guess what? Won the battle anyway. Room Sais, the Cyclones have won the battle. They're going to town on additions and reactors. Can they get the reactor? They got it, and it's a good game out of Von Blucher. Hoisted by his own petard. As these Banshees were here, but there are 4 missile turrets. I don't know. Banshees might have been able to do some stuff, but maybe not too much. Anyway, defeated by Cyclones. Defeated by Cyclones. All right. So that's going to be it for Falcon Paladin's 2017 Cheese Compilation number 2. And that's going to be it from me. So if you want to be in the next Cheese Compilation, go ahead and send me an email to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. That's all it has to say. I do prefer the games to be, 5 minutes, under 10 minutes at the very most is what we're looking at here today. So again, keep that in mind. If you did not make this compilation, I apologize. I can only fit so many in here, so I might squeeze you into the next one. You might have to submit another one from time to time, but I try to get as many in here as I possibly could, and hopefully enough people are happy that I will have some good karma coming my way. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another Cheese Compilation. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.